What's up, you guys? It's Riley here with Learn With Me, and right now I'm trying to make the intro of this video before I get in the rain and show you the footage that I took before. And I'm just trying to tell you guys that today's video is going to be about passion fruit, and as you can hear, it's already trying to kick on. But yeah, this beautiful rainstorm is here, and we're going to talk about passion fruit this time. Passion fruit, passion flower, these lovely little things, this lovely little fruit. And it's one of my favorite fruits, and I just want to tell you guys all about this plant and all its benefits, the things that you can use about it, and everything that you want to know about it. So I'll catch you guys here soon. Let's get to it. Today we're exploring one of my favorite native vines, the passion flower, also called the Maypop. You'll learn why this is a unique beauty, thrives in Memphis, and get fun facts to see how you can grow and enjoy its rewards. Share in the comments if you've ever grown or tasted Maypop or grown passion flower yourself. These vines serve as nurseries for many types of butterflies, and they support native pollinator populations in Memphis gardens. Passion flowers open in the morning and close by sundown, with a fresh bloom each day to attract morning and evening pollinators. Rain stimulates new growth and strong root development as well. Some people may consider passion flower to be a bit invasive, as I tend to like that trait, as it makes it an easier thing to manage and take care of when it comes to my garden. This being said, please use caution when it comes to planting plants of any kind that can be what many may consider a bit aggressive. Morning dew helps these leaves stay hydrated during Memphis' summer heat. Passion flower roots also improve soil health by breaking up compacted earth. This is my passion flower / fruit plant after a rainstorm. The leaves are glistening, flowers held up, they're resilient. One thing I will say is that one thing that I have heard about self-pollinating is that you can kind of take the outsides and kind of touch them to the little inside. So I kind of like refurl this back in there to try to see if I can do that, just in case the pollinators aren't able to do that enough, or I try to at least mix these up a little bit so that just in case some have interacted, they can. But yeah, here are several flowers that are on this bush that I'm very excited about. And even right now I'm harvesting some leaves, because the leaves can be made into tea, and they can be added to salads, and they can be boiled kind of like steamed spinach or other things like that, or collard greens if you're familiar with that. But yeah, this is overall just a wonderful plant to utilize and be able to just have in my garden, as it is just wonderful overall. The passion flower vine is a vigorous grower, often sprawling over bushes and structures like my asparagus plants here, creating a natural green tapestry. The flowers of the passion vine are truly captivating, with their intricate corona filaments and vibrant colors attracting a variety of pollinators. It's one of the things that makes my garden a very special place to be. Each passion flower blooms for just a day, yet their beauty and complexity makes every moment special in my garden. If you have a flower in your garden that makes you feel that way, leave a comment. As you can see here, this oddly shaped fruit is called a Maypop. Although it's not ripe yet, these fruits promise like a sweet, vitamin-rich treat later on in the season that can be made into juices, desserts, and even for me, I've made it into kombucha. Passiflora incarnata, otherwise known as passion fruit leaves, are deeply lobed and provide shelter to beneficial insects, supporting my garden's ecosystem. Passion vines can reach lengths of over 20 feet in a single season, showcasing their impressive growth and ability to cover garden spaces beautifully. As you can see here, this is draped over both my asparagus plant and a bush that I had here that I didn't really care for and didn't mind using it as a quote-unquote sacrifice for my passion vines growth. Passion fruits start green and gradually ripen to yellow. They're packed with antioxidants and have a long history of being a wild snack in this region. I have even seen some people gleam when they even hear that I have a passion fruit plant because they have known someone who no longer grows it, or they have had an experience of growing up in the area near one and have enjoyed the fruit just that thoroughly. And I just want to take a moment to reiterate that I appreciate you all for sticking around and showing support for my videos. And if you guys feel like I'm not talking enough about actually how to grow the plants, please do not feel like I'm ignoring you all. I just try to grow plants that do well in my climate, and passion fruit, at least the Tennessee variety, is a natural occurring fruit that I managed to get my hands on. So I highly recommend you find something local to your climate if you are having struggles growing certain fruit. I doubt I'll try to grow any mangoes anytime soon, but I would love to find out if there was one that worked and grew in my growing zone. Carpenter bees, with their large bodies, uniquely fit between the flower's corona and stamens, collecting and transferring pollen effectively. This is another example why this plant is so important for the ecosystem and pollinators alike. After taking a few steps back, as you guys can see, this is what the plant looks like overall. Isn't this an enormous plant? And it's beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. The leaves have a usefulness. So if you feel like you're having too many leaves pop up or any stragglers come up from the ground nearby, it still works out because you can just cook them like greens, like collard greens, like I suggested earlier. And it also provides benefits to other bugs and other pollinators and other parts of the ecosystem overall. Passion fruit or Maypop fruits grow from small green pods that are larger than oval shape and are about 1 to 3 inches long, and sometimes they reach about 2 to 6 inches wide. That's why you saw the difference between the first one I showed you that was first blooming and the one that I showed you a little bit later after that. That is the one that I showed you second is going to be the largest one and the oldest one that I have currently. Some are even now still growing to about that size, but that is the oldest one, so it's really taking the framing and the standards for what the biggest or what size it should reach. As you can see, new fruits and flowers are emerging across the vine and demonstrating the plant's vigorous productivity throughout the season. And that's why I tell you it's just an easy plant to maintain. This is my 3rd year with this plant, and this is its first year fruiting and flowering. So I'm definitely excited about it. And as you can see, as I'm showing you these different panels of the fruit, in just a week or two, these Maypop passion fruits have already grown significantly. And as you can see, I'm also showcasing different flowers that are proceeding. These plants are showing off healthy development and hopefully promising a decent harvest for the fall. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Well, can tell you, but I just can't fully put into words and do it justice how excited I am about having passion fruits in my garden this year. Another shot of the fruit growing and multiplying week by week. And this just highlights how resilient and productive passion fruit vines can be in the right conditions. And I'm going to switch between Maypop, passion vine, because I just know people recognize them by both. The expanding fruit clusters, though, they show successful pollination and like favorable growing conditions. I'll see some come out and they'll start growing small, and then they just won't show up anymore. They'll fall off because of improper pollination. But yeah, that's another thing about this, is that it is an incredible plant and I don't really have to do much with it. So and that's one thing, like, as you know, I'm all about ease and just trying to have things that work with my garden that may tend to lead over to the invasive area, but they are also something that I don't really have to take care of, and they are somewhat local to my environment. So that's one thing I love about this, is that I can go an entire week without looking at my garden, and look how much this is taking over. And you know, I don't care if it takes over or anything. The goal really here is just to ensure that I have enough to, like, for it to like benefit the environment, but also that I could utilize in my garden. As far as it could help with pollinators, I can actually take the leaves and I can make them into tea, or I can make them add them to salads, or I can even add them to I can even boil them and kind of make a little like boiled passion fruit leaves. So they're pretty awesome. And then, as you can see down here below, we've got ourselves our own passion fruit, and I think there's one or two more others that are like developing too. So yeah, it's great talking to you guys as always. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, say hey, and you know, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are like important to this community. As this community, I want to foster a community of like kindness, friendship, and where we all just kind of go around and we take care of each other, because it's a beautiful community, just like this passion flower here. See you guys next time.